Just announced at Team Mazda. From now through the end of the month, get 0% financing up to 63 months on a new Mazda CX-5 or Mazda CX-50. You choose, and for a limited time, get 0% financing on your new Mazda right now at Team Mazda on Airline.
We are here. It is 9 News now. And what is that? Scared me.
I know.
It's like a Day of the Dead bobblehead.
Kind of does.
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
I didn't
just
put it
popped
there.
up.
I think it did. Did you guys put it there?
I did not put it there. Seriously,
I
just
did
looked down and it
not.
was there.
I didn't even see anybody sneak out here and put it there.
It just
showed up.
Who the hell put that? Who was that? Who did? Somebody showed up.
That's crazy.
That's how I feel about the drive right now, Johnny. What are you doing out there?
Oh, my lands, and I've got calls in to everybody. Of course, they're not quite open. Now, look.
They're not open?
To their defense, the DOT and the people doing the. Remember when this entire widening project was being discussed 10 years ago?
Oh, yeah. Oh gosh, yes. Yeah.
They were going to shut all but one lane down
Right.
for the entire time of the project.
Yeah, entirety.
And the city, came out and said no. They had a lot of town hall meeting kind of things, and they haven't done that.
No,
so
that's
they've
true.
really been doing well with this project,
Right.
minimizing our backup. So once in a while, if they have to do what they're doing today for a day or two, I'm not mad at that.
I think you're right. No, I think you're right. I think that's the exact right approach to take. I think that's the positive approach to take. So now I'm going to take the negative approach. Here you go. Ready? I think for a lot of the folks in the Baton Rouge community and the South Louisiana community, they've been punched for years with traffic snarls that just don't seem to figure themselves out, and construction that don't help and don't, they don't need to fix it. They need to Band-Aid, solutions. And so I think that's why folks, even with something like this that is needed and that is moving along, when they see something like this, they're like, again with this? I think they've been smacked around a lot over the last decades.
I sat in it the other day
absolutely.
too.
No, it's the royal we. Absolutely. We're all involved. But yeah, to your point, thank goodness it's not shut down to one lane for the entirety of the project. Can you imagine?
Oh, for years. Yeah. What's the project wrapping up? 28?
Well, at this point, I don't even.
But it is frustrating because it's a little, and to their defense, again, it's like they're having trouble communicating it because with weather and things like that, which we've had great weather. Right. But, they've got to work around so many obstacles, equipment breaking down, things like that. So it's a fluid project, but what's not fluid is traffic coming in from Port Allen right now.
We have to adjust our behaviors. I mean, before I get on the road these days, I make sure I go to the bathroom because I don't know how long I'm going to be in my car. I make sure I have enough gas, and I'm not talking about enough gas. Oh, okay, 50 miles. I got more than 50. No, enough gas. If you are sitting there for a while, enough gas for
Installed
that.
out.
Yeah, you change your behavior a little bit.
See, look right here at his mid-40s. He's already learning a very valuable lesson. Never pass up an open bathroom ever.
Yeah, my stepdad was like that. We could stop.
Make yourself go.
We could stop in Welch and then stop again in Jennings coming from Texas, and he would do. And I said, "Didn't you just go to the bathroom?" He goes, Never ever miss an opportunity to pee.
Hey, you mentioned Jennings. We stopped in Jennings. They have a really good rest stop there in Jennings.
Yes. No, it's great.
That's like a nice little.
I got family in Jennings.
Little hidden gem.
Listen, wherever I go, I stop at the truck stops. They are awesome.
Yeah, it's a good spot.
Every one of them.
Jennings is a great spot. Again, not just because I got family.
But that whole travel center, the Jennings Travel Center, is what it is.
Yeah, it really is. It's good. And you know what I meant to ask you this morning? When did they finally clean that truck up? When did they finally get that out?
Oh, yesterday.
It was still blocked at 4 yesterday afternoon, so I'm not sure when.
Oh my goodness!
Can you imagine?
But I drove by there because I took Liz up to North Baton Rouge, and I looked at. We slowed down, and the whole truck was like this.
Oh my goodness!
Literally, and they had taken half of it offloaded, and they were getting in the. It was a nightmare.
How does that even happen? How does a truck just?
And I think
truck
that
just
maybe
breaks.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But it was jacked up all day yesterday.
And that's just, we talked about it. We don't have
an alternate
large thoroughfare alternate routes that can handle that. And look, most cities don't have, like, if an entire interstate shuts down, oh, don't worry, we have these 6 unused lanes over here. Yeah. Go ahead and move over there. Not a lot do, but we don't have any options when it comes to that, and our surface streets can't handle it.
I've done traffic for my whole life, practically, and did airborne traffic in the 90s and 2000s over Baton Rouge. And I hate to keep saying Katrina and D-Mark but I think we had kind of outgrown our infrastructure before Katrina.
No, that's absolutely true.
And then overnight, we had a permanent addition to our population, many of whom are still here.
They are.
Oh, yeah.
And we're not sad about that,
No.
but the infrastructure is having trouble because they were having trouble before that.
It's an old city, and so you have neighborhoods popping up, and then they build roads after that. I've said this many times, like I'll go back up and see family in Wyoming or South Dakota, and they build roads first, and then they build the neighborhoods to work with the roads. They have the money, they have the space, they have that option. Don't have that in South Louisiana. There's limited space, the neighborhood's already there, and then you got to fix it
You
with
just
the roads.
described why, in some cases, there's drainage problems. in that
That's
region.
absolutely right.
Just
You're
described
gonna say
No.
drainage problems. I was gonna say that's why you've got some ridiculous windy roads because
Yeah.
there's a farm sitting there and you can't go straight, so you got to
gotta
go
go.
around the farm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
difficult.
It's challenging.
Crazy. But I love living here. I love BR.
absolutely.
I'm not moving, but
All the
it's,
good
it's
stuff.
frustrating.
So here's what's not frustrating.
Sometimes.
Today, a forecast that I think people are going to, well, you'll get to the weekend, but today, good day.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one where we only get high temperatures
Yeah.
of around 80 degrees, so that's going to be tough to beat. Let's get a live look outside. This has been the pesky cloud deck that really did not leave overnight, but it is starting to get out of here. We are starting to clear things out, but it really, oh wow, look at that. We did cool down 61 degrees. All right, so we did at least get to the low 60s. Man, that's a 4-degree drop off just in the past hour. We'll take that. All right, yesterday's high, 86 degrees. The good news, we're not going to be quite as warm for today. Our average this time of year, 79, are going to be very close to that. So we're looking good Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The weekend, not so much. It looks like Saturday into Sunday, we have a really good chance of both showers and thunderstorms. And then we're tracking Tropical Storm Melissa, which just came about, was upgraded yesterday. There's what's left of the cold front, now pushing those showers farther and farther down to the south to the Gulf. The graph model knew that the clouds would be there, but they already thought that they would be out of here by this point. That's why they thought it would be a little bit cooler, which that was the thought process. But the clouds are going to be a little bit slower to get out. Should happen within the next hour or two. And then I do agree with the graph that we're only going to hit a high of 80 degrees for today. And even though you may or may not need the light jacket this morning, you're certainly going to want the jacket tomorrow morning, because that's how we're going to start tomorrow morning. Thursday morning going to start in the low 50s. That's where we're going to continue to bring the dry, stable air in from the north. But it's going to be short-lived, because then we get the moisture right back into the picture as we go to the weekend. So the moisture is there for showers and storms. We just need the trigger, and that's this guy right here, this upper low that's spinning up counterclockwise right on shore in California. That's going to move across the southern half of the United States. That forces the next area of low pressure into our area. And it looks like it's not, Saturday's not looking like a washout, but it's really going to be more Saturday night going into Sunday morning. And that's what you're looking at here. Sunday morning, we're seeing pockets of heavy rain. And unfortunately, we might not get rid of all of it until Sunday afternoon. And then eventually it does clear on out of here for the following work week. But still, it looks like a really good chance of wet weather for the upcoming weekend. Still a little bit iffy on whether or not there's a severe threat. Just stay with us over the next few days. We're going to nail that one down. Dew points very low, dry, comfortable the next couple of days, and then we're going to pump it right back up as we go to the weekend. Now let's get a brief digression out to the tropical Atlantic, shall we? This is Tropical Storm Melissa, and it looks like it's not only going to become a hurricane, but now they're actually putting it at a Category 2 as it kind of does this little bit of a roundabout. We're not worried about it getting into the Gulf or anything like that, but we'll keep an eye on it. For today, we'll eventually become completely sunny. It's going to happen pretty soon, and a high temperature, beautiful, of 80 degrees. Definitely going to be noticeably cooler for tonight, getting all the way down to 52 degrees by daybreak Thursday, so you'll want to break the jacket back out for that, and then you're going to want to break the umbrella out for the weekend. Saturday morning, probably going to be quiet. Good time to knock out all that outdoor stuff, but again, later Saturday, going through a big piece of Sunday now is looking like it's going to be on the wet side. The one good thing, though, look at Sunday highs, 77 degrees. That's a silver lining right there. 7-Eleven, Johnny A., how are the roads?
Got a little problem going I-12 westbound near Millerville, an earlier wreck creating some, not all, of that backup. We see that backup quite often, just as morning drive rush hour traffic. 110 south, LA1 north, I-10 east, very, very backed up in and around the downtown area due to that overnight road work right here near to the Dalrymple area, from the 10110 to the lakeshore part of the interstate, which is that side of the overpass there at Dalrymple City Park Lakes. You can see kind of it's stuck right now, but a live shot of that right now. It looks like there may be, I'm glad it's kind of stuck. Is this guy picking cones up? I don't know. We'll kind of keep an eye on that for you, and I'll give it to you in just a second. But right now, your drive time's coming in from the west on 10 eastbound, solid from 415 all the way out to the 1012. Most of that from 415 to the City Park Lakes overpass. Then you'll fly after that. You're watching WAFB 9 News Now. Matt back with more after this.
(7:13) your time right now. A couple things we're following for you today, including East Baton Rouge Metro Council getting together tonight. One of the things they're going to be voting on, possibly a $200,000 bid out here to deal with the Juvenile Detention Center and EBR, looking at upgrading. I mean, this is a 65-year-old building, and apparently the wiring, the plumbing, the windows, all original. So we got to make some upgrades here. That's also in addition to the security upgrades that are going on right now. So that, again, Metro Council voting on some of that stuff this evening. We'll see which way they lean. You know what you can be a part of right now to maybe help out some of the community? How about 1031 Consortium? They've got a huge Halloween costume drive going on next couple of days. Our Matt Venezia, you see him right there, was live this morning with the good folks talking about how easy it is to donate your costume. Perhaps it's out of date, kids don't wear it anymore. Look at all these kids right here. Then there's many locations. Find the story, WAFB.com and your 9 News app.
Hey, real quick, cones are coming up.
Was that real?
Cones are coming up.
So it is not all the way through. That's good. We'll take that. We'll take every bit of that. Hey, looky there. It's getting better. We think. More coffee.
It's tailgating season at Team Toyota, where you can get a new 25 Tacoma 4-wheel drive for just $279 a month, or get 1.75% for 72 months on a new 25 Tundra. Plus, stop in and register to win this ultimate tailgating package at Team Toyota.